So lately, there's been a ton of really cool Space Gauntlet entries and really cool previews for them too. Yep, it's pretty much like the NCS Gauntlet contest all over again, seeing a bunch of really cool levels made for a Gauntlet. And it is very hype. It is so cool whenever these Gauntlet contests happens because the community always cooks so hard. Even though there's still like a whole nother month left until the Gauntlet contest is over, there's a bunch of really cool levels I've been seeing for recently, so I just want to take a bit to talk about those. Although this will probably get outdated really fast, and over the next few weeks we're probably going to see some of the best levels we've seen in the entire game. But yeah, I just want to say this video is completely my opinion. If you disagree with anything here, that is completely fine. And let me know if there's a few entries here I forgot to talk about, because I'm sure I did. Anyways, the first one I'm going to talk about is probably one of my favorite ones there currently is, and that is Defying and Defying by Galafuff. So once again, Galafuff made another banger. This level just looks really clean and really cool. It has a bunch of really nice art and backgrounds and really good block design. And then in the middle of the level, there's a pretty long cutscene, which is really well animated and really clean too. And yeah, just the whole level looks really cool, especially this part where there's like reverse gravity or something. It looks so cursed, but it's very cool. It also has like a pretty nice calm song, which gives it a really cool atmosphere too. And yeah, overall, it's just a super neat level and probably my second favorite entry I've seen here so far. I think this is easily legendary worthy and it should place in the Gauntlet, but you never know what kind of levels will be coming up next, so never know for sure. Alright, next up I'm going to talk about Lunar Labyrinth. So this is another very cool entry that I think is a bit empty at some parts, but still very cool. There's a very cool part where there's a spaceship shooting at you and you gotta avoid that. But what I think is very cool about this level is the parallax effects in it. The parallax in this level might be the best parallax I've ever seen, possibly, especially at this last duel. This last duel is by far my favorite part. Like, this looks incredible. I do not know how this creator made such good parallax. It just looks so 3D, like, oh my gosh. I also really like this song too, so I was really glad to see a level use this song. And yeah, it's a very cool level with probably the best parallax I've ever seen in a level that isn't like a Sputnik level. Alright, next up we got Point of View by BPI. Honestly, I did not think this was a Space Gauntlet entry at all when I first watched this, but turns out it is, which I don't really see the space too much here other than like the telescope at this one part, but still, it's a really cool level with a bunch of really clean transitions and really nice looking art, kind of like Intersized, one of BPI's other levels. And although, yeah, I don't really get the space theme here too much, it's still a really cool level and should definitely be legendary worthy. Alright, next up we got Planispheres, or I think that's how you say it, I'm not sure. So this level is just way different than all the other Space Gauntlet entries I've seen, and just a really unique level overall. It has a really unusual design style that is really cool. I think it's like themed around constellations and has all these very sick looking patterns all around. I love this wave part here with like this radio blur parallax effect. It just looks very sick. And then this part, like the objects spinning around in like a 3D circle kind of thing, it just looks so cool, and I do not know how that was made. It looks awesome. I just do not know how the creator came up with all these really interesting design ideas. Like, how do you even think of all this? And yet somehow this level is only featured, which is just insane. Like, this is at least an epic. Come on. Like, I thought Rob Top liked levels like this. Why did he only give this a feature? But yeah, this is a very sick and creative level. Alright, turns out there's actually another really unique, unconventional, super cool Space Gauntlet entry too. We got Hideout. So this level has more than just cool designs and cool decoration. While the decoration is very nice, the song plays a huge part in this level. This level pretty much just shows the lyrics of the songs, and it's just really cool how that's done. You really don't see that often at all. It also has a really like chill, interesting song too. So yeah, if you're gonna watch this level, make sure you're listening to the song. Don't watch it with your volume down, because the song is actually very important. That made me like this level a lot more to hear the song. It's just really cool the way it's put together, and it's also really cool for how long it is too, being quite a bit longer than all the other entries here. And yeah, it's just very cool the way this level works. It is just, you don't see things like this often. It's very sick. Alright, for the next level, I'm gonna be talking about currently my favorite Space Gauntlet entry yet. It is this level. I'm not gonna attempt to pronounce the name of, but yeah, it's this level. Okay, this level is just beautiful. First up, it starts with like, I think you're on a planet in this part, and it just looks very beautiful. Then you like progress into space. It has a bunch of really sick and clean transitions everywhere. It's just filled to the brim with so much good art, cool transitions. Everything is just done really well in this level. Only thing is I wish it was a little bit longer. That's really it. And then the black hole on the end screen is super sick too. But yeah, so far this is my favorite entry. This level is just awesome. I think it is a very high legendary, so it should definitely be legendary. That would be pretty insane if it didn't get that. And I really do hope this gets into the Gauntlet. I think it should, but unless, you know, some crazy levels come out, we never know which levels will come out. So yeah, those are like the main finished Space Gauntlet entries I've seen so far that are very cool. But now let's talk about a few upcoming ones that are just previews so far. Alright, first of all, I gotta talk about this level that I don't think has a name. But yeah, chances are you've probably seen this on Daily Dose of Geometry Dash before. That's how I found out about it. It is very cool. It just has this beautiful looking 3D swing part, which is just crazy to have this quality of decoration while having like a whole whole 3D part, which this might be a pain to play. It looks pretty unsight readable. It might be like that part in WannaCry at the beginning where it's kind of a pain to learn, but maybe it's perfectly fine to play. You never know until you try it. After that, there's this little swing segment that is not 3D, and it looks like a normal Geometry Dash level, which looks very cool, but a bit empty. It's probably unfinished though. Next up is a level called Cosmic Voyage. There isn't much shown in this preview, but there is some really cool decoration, but most importantly, I think the intro for this level is super sick. The creator is also killing two birds with one stone here, because this is a Jam Attack CC entry and a Space Gauntlet CC entry, kind of like what the Whale by Surpunch did. Here's another level that also doesn't have much decoration, but has a really cool intro. Like, I love the way these cubes are gathered around this table, and the decoration after it looks very cool still. There's also this level called Delta Wave, which has some really sick backgrounds and really cool deco. While being a little bit unpolished, it's still very cool. But yeah, those are my favorite previews and Space Gauntlet entries I've seen so far. And yeah, there's probably a ton more to come, but I'll also probably make a follow-up video to this on like the last day of the contest, where most of the entries will be out, and talk about all the best ones. But yeah, even with a month left of the contest, we've still already seen some really cool entries, which is surprising. I definitely think we'll see some of the best levels ever in this contest, and yeah, very hyped to see all the entries that'll come. But anyways, yeah, pretty short little video, but I still hope you enjoyed. If there's any levels that I missed here that I should talk about, let me know in the comments, because I'm sure I missed some good ones. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I got a playlist full of a bunch of other videos really similar to it right here. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.